Couple things for this highlight, and I want to talk more about instead of predictions made, calls made, and things like that, just an idea of the kind of day that we had in context. We had a gap open higher, which means most people are going to be bullish. And we took a poll this morning, it was 60% of people came in bullish, and you should be. We're opening up not only above yesterday's close, but well above yesterday's high, right? So what you want to see is who's in trouble when you gap open higher. Shorts are. If anybody's short from yesterday, they're underwater. We didn't trade this high on the open. So when you open up like that, shorts are in trouble. What kind of relief do you give them in the first 5 minutes, first half hour? A lot of people struggle with, I want to wait to see what happens in the first 15 minutes, in the first 30 minutes, in the first 60 minutes. Well, sometimes that happens in the first 5 minutes. You can't be just set on how much time goes by before you make a conclusion as to when markets are going to do what they do. So when just look at the move and forget about how much time it takes. In the morning, we get the market to open up strong, like I just said, and then you get always having the element of weak longs and weak shorts. What does that mean? There are always people in the market that are long, but maybe not really strong or committed to it. But yet they're sellers above the market because they're long that keep the market from going up. You got to shake their ASS out, right? And so if you get a pattern where we open up strong at that X and we go down, not a lot, but we go down and then come back up a little bit. We went sideways for a while, but you can look over your shoulder and say, you know what? You still got shorts from yesterday and medium time frame shorts stuck underwater because we're still above the gap. But we did shake out some weak longs. And if there's less longs, how many times have I said that? Then there's what? Less sellers above, which makes it an easier path to go up. All right. You take that pattern that we had in the first 30 minutes or so, or first hour really, and you combine it with the notion that why are we up day after day after day when you would think we would be down with all the unrest in the US? It's showing a lot of underlying strength. You have to use where we should be versus where we are, and that gives you direction or it gives you a clue. Wow, there must be somewhere money needs to park and it becomes stocks globally, and you can't fight that. You got to use that. So the grind that you're seeing is indicative of that underlying strength, the reaching for yields because you can't put your money anywhere else and get a return on it because interest rates globally are essentially zero. So you got to take some risk and put it in the stock market. Don't argue with everyone why it's too high and it's overpriced. You'll argue yourself to bankruptcy when you're trying to fight what you deem to be crazy. You're crazy to fight crazy. So, and that's trying to sell and fade a market that just has a lot of underlying strength and quite frankly has for the last 12 years. Stay safe, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.